everyone! Welcome to another long-awaited episode of Cooking with Heather. Today we're going to make cauliflower bites. Ready, set, let's cook. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our breadcrumbs. And how you make breadcrumbs is you take whole crackers and crush them with a rolling pin. You see how I'm doing this? You crush them very finely, and you might need more, but that's okay, we'll get more. You can also use a hammer. Now some might escape, but that's okay. Okay, then you take it to this bowl. And you pour the breadcrumbs into the bowl. And then you throw the cracker pack away. And the counter's clean, so you can sweep all the leftovers. No sense in having waste. Alright, so we'll put this aside for now because we'll need it later. Next, we rinse off our hands of the cracker crumbs. Now we cut the cauliflower into bite-sized bits. We need a pan. Alright. We did touch the floor, so we're going to do this. All right. Okay. Next, we're going to go back to chopping the cauliflower up into bites. They don't have to be even bites. That's perfectly okay because this is not Master Chef. But they just have to be good bites. They have to be decent sized bites. It's a bit big. So we'll just do that in half. Yeah, see how easy it is to just do? Alright, we need a little bowl for all these. We need a big bowl for all these. So we'll just get a bowl to hold them. I have tons of bowls. These will make a nice snack. For kids, you know, especially going back to school, you don't want to feed them junk. You can make them cauliflower bites. Because, you know, you should really eat healthy, especially at school. And, you know, cauliflower is reasonably inexpensive. And making breadcrumbs with whole wheat crackers, that's pretty easy because whole wheat crackers are what? A little over $1 a box. And even those who rely on food banks, which a lot of people do, it's very unfortunate, but a lot of people live that way. You can get these pretty easily, and you can even make breadcrumbs out of like white crackers. So, don't need the stems. So breadcrumbs are pretty easy to make. You just need a rolling pin or a hammer. And cauliflower bites, well, you know where I got the idea? I ordered this food from this place called the Tap House because I like ordering pub food to my house and trying it, and I ordered these things called cauliflower bites from this place called the Tap House once, and I liked them, but it's too expensive to order all the time. So I decided, why don't I teach myself how to make cauliflower bites so whenever I get hungry and it's too much money to order the cauliflower bites, I can learn to make them. And so I can still have the little enjoyment without spending a lot of money, because, you know, we don't know how long this pandemic's actually going to be, so I can't really afford to be spending tons of money on takeout all the time, but I still want to have enjoyment. And this is really something that even families can make together at home, and it's healthy and it's a snack. And it's really just something worth considering. See, these don't have to be even. They don't have to be perfect. They just have to be edible. And they just have to be right size. So that's why I'm chopping the stems off, because the stems are boring and we don't need to eat the stems. They don't have to be all the same either. They don't have to be all the same size, because this isn't Gordon Ramsay. We're not trying to be perfect. This is just a fun thing that people can do. I mean, you can make them perfect if you want, but this is just me showing you how to make something fun. We don't need this leaf. We're going to take it off. Just gonna, yeah, it's something fun and easy and doable. We're just gonna put them all in this bowl. We're going to use them all so we don't waste. Trust me, I've got another cauliflower in the fridge. It's not like I'm going to go without. This is just for the purpose of making the video. Alright, we've got the cauliflower out right now. We need to clean up our workspace a little bit. Because, you know, people need to get their kids eating healthier, because, you know, it's a sad thing that childhood obesity, childhood illnesses related to obesity, they're all on the rise, and it's very concerning. So we need to make healthy eating fun. And this is the one way we can do it, is by literally making healthy things into snacks that are tasty. What we're going to do now is put some raspberry vinaigrette, just dollops, and massage and just toss it in here. Give it some flavor. Just, you know, just not too much, otherwise it becomes very oily. Alright. Okay. We need a towel for my hands. We need another towel for my hands. Okay, so next, and this is something my mom taught me. We need some Hellmann's half the fat mayonnaise. Make sure it's low fat. Because, you know, low fat is healthy for children, and We're going to start putting these things together. All right? We're going to take a bite. We're going to put that on the counter. We're going to get this. We're going to just dough up a bit. Just a tiny bit. We're going to put this there. We're going to toss that in some flour. You can get whole wheat flour or white flour, depending on your budget. Then we're going to get some breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs may not stick right away, so get some more of that. All right. I'm going to put that there. And this is going to be a very messy business. So you're going to wash your hands several more times through the process. So you may even want to do this to save yourself some time. There, you might just want to do that to save yourself some time and some energy. We'll deal with that later. All right. Okay, now we're going to take all these bites, stick them in flour, good them good, stick them in there. Again, we can even do them more than one at a time, just to save some time. I don't really have to. We douse them in flour. If your hands get too coated, be sure to wash them. And you can even alternate. You can even douse them in flour before you douse them in mayonnaise. And that might work better as well. You can alternate how you make them. Yeah, see, that works better as well. You don't have to do all the ingredients in order. Oh. Yeah, it's just very, you've got to be very gentle. But sometimes the pieces end up too small, so just, it's okay to toss them if they're too small. You don't want pieces that are too small. And it's, I know it's a bad waste, but if the pieces are too small, they might not bake properly, and that sucks. So just be mindful of the size of the pieces you're working with. And always give them space. To grow. I may need another tray, unfortunately, so I will get another tray prepped and get this one in the oven. This is a very messy business. That's okay. My mom actually taught me that the mayo makes the breadcrumbs and the flour stick better, so that's why it's there. Always try to use healthy ingredients if you can. If you can, try and use as less as you can. This batch is almost ready to go in the oven. Hopefully it will turn out. Oh. Again, this is a very messy business, so just make sure you're prepared to clean up after. And just as an aperitif, just a bit of squirting of the raspberry vinaigrette for good luck. Okay, here's the first thing of bites. Probably about 10 or 15 minutes or so. Again, I've never done this before, so I'll check it in about 10 or 15 minutes. And we'll prepare another batch. Yeah, do you see how I'm doing this? Sorry, I've been so quiet. I've been concentrating. Yeah, it's just really not a big deal. You know, you get lost in your work so much that you just forget about everybody who's there, and it's just really a lot of fun. You can experiment with it, you can play with it. And it's actually an interesting way to go about making a cheap, healthy thing for kids to eat. I don't have a deep fryer, by the way. So people are probably asking, why don't you use a deep fryer? That's why. I'm a low-income individual like many out there, and I don't have a deep fryer. So that's why I don't use a deep fryer. And that's why I do everything by hand. Alright, so I'm going to come back when these are done. And so I'll see all of you in a few minutes or more. Bye. Okay, it looks like they're done. So let's take them out. Get the new batch in. Quickly. Okay. Put them in for 10 minutes. And we'll give them a little vinaigrette love. Yeah. See, they're very interestingly baked. Have a look. See, look, I've never baked these before, but they do kind of look like chicken, don't they? They look really interesting. They're a little, the pan got a little fried, but that's all right. Pans do that. Considering I've never made these before, that's okay. Let's just give these a little vinaigrette love. Yeah. Cauliflower bites, everyone. We'll give them all a chance to cool off, and then we'll plate them all together, and I'll come back and say a nice goodbye and end the episode, alright? Alright everyone, the bites are ready, and that's all I'm making on camera, so you better watch. And by the way, you heat them at 350 for about 10 to 15 minutes. And it gets them looking like chicken when they're done. Anyway, look at those. My goodness, look at these. Come and look at these right now. Look at those amazing little cauliflower bites. They really do look like chicken. Isn't that amazing? Those are how you make cauliflower bites. And look at the ones I got off the last sheet. Look at those. Aren't they incredible? You can put any sauce with them you want. You can really do that. Isn't that amazing? And you know, I'm gonna taste one. Just to see how it went. Taste a small one. Mmm. Mmm. Definitely has a zest to it. And you know what? We're going to drizzle it, and you can do this. We're going to drizzle it with some raspberry vinaigrette. And we're also going to get these off of the pan. Look at these. They look really cool. They look like chicken. Pick all the extra bits off. And drizzling them with chicken just takes that extra zest. Or drizzling them with raspberry vinaigrette, excuse me, gives them that extra zest. You know, it's a great snack. It's something you can send to school with kids. It's just an amazing little snack. Just gonna snap all these bits off. Don't worry, my hands are clean. Extra little bits of things that we don't need. There we go. And we'll toss that in the sink. Get rid of the towel because we don't need it. Stove's off, kitchen's clean. This, ladies and gentlemen, has been an episode of Cooking with Heather. Thank you all for tuning in. I love you all. Bon appetit. I'm going to end it all and the episode off by drizzling just a little more of this on and giving it some love. Just giving it some much needed love. Extra love. It's always good. There you go. Bon appetit. Hope you enjoyed it. Mwah.